So a project defect is any flaw, imperfection, or deviation in a product, system, or deliverable that prevents it from meeting its intended requirements, design specifications, or quality standards. Defects can occur in any type of project, whether it's software development, construction, manufacturing, or service delivery. Basically, a defect represents a gap between what was expected and what was actually delivered. Defects often originate from human errors, misunderstandings, or incomplete requirements. During the planning and design phases, if requirements are not clearly defined or are misinterpreted, defects can enter the project early. Similarly, during development or construction, mistakes in execution, like coding errors in software or material misalignment in construction, can introduce defects. One of the most common sources of defects in software projects is requirements ambiguity. If a requirement is vague or incomplete, developers might implement a solution that doesn't meet the actual needs of the end users. This mismatch results in a defect because the final output does not fulfill the intended purpose. Defects are not limited to functionality alone. They can affect performance, usability, security, compliance, or even aesthetics. For example, a software feature that works but is extremely slow, or a user interface that is confusing, is still considered defective. In construction, a wall that is uneven or a door that doesn't close properly also counts as a defect. In project management, defects are usually identified through testing, inspection, or quality reviews. Testing ensures that a system behaves as expected, while inspections and audits check whether standards and specifications are followed. Early detection of defects is crucial because, honestly, the cost and effort to fix them increase exponentially if discovered late in the project life cycle. Once identified, defects are recorded in a defect log or bug tracking system, along with details such as description, severity, priority, and steps to reproduce the issue. This documentation helps teams track defects, assign responsibility, and monitor the progress of defect resolution. Clear documentation also helps in analyzing recurring problems and, improving processes. So, defects are typically categorized based on severity and impact. Critical defects prevent the system or product from functioning at all, while major defects significantly affect functionality but may have workarounds. Minor defects, on the other hand, are mostly cosmetic or have a negligible impact. This kind of categorization really helps teams prioritize which defects need immediate attention and which can be addressed later. Addressing defects involves a structured defect management process, which includes identifying, analyzing, fixing, and verifying the resolution. The process ensures that the defect is properly understood, the solution is implemented effectively, and the fix does not introduce new defects. Verification, often through retesting, confirms that the defect has been completely resolved. A key concept in defect management is root cause analysis. Simply fixing a defect without understanding its origin may lead to repeated errors. By analyzing why the defect occurred, teams can implement preventive measures, improve processes, and reduce the likelihood of similar defects in future projects. Managing defects effectively is critical for maintaining quality, reliability, and customer satisfaction. Unresolved defects can lead to project delays, cost overruns, or product failures. In customer-facing projects, defects can damage trust and harm a company's reputation. Therefore, defect prevention and timely resolution are integral to successful project management. In conclusion, a project defect is not just an error or problem. It is an indicator of areas where project processes, requirements, or execution need improvement. Proper identification, documentation, prioritization, and resolution of defects ensure that the final deliverables meet expectations, function correctly, and provide value to stakeholders.